Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Buckle up because today we're diving into something truly special, the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner, a muscle car legend reborn with a modern twist that's got everyone talking. This isn't just a car. It's a statement blending classic American muscle with cutting-edge tech and performance. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into every aspect of this beast, from its jaw-dropping exterior to its high-tech interior, blistering performance, pricing details, and some suggestions for potential buyers. So let's fire up the engine and get started. Let's kick things off with the exterior, and wow, does the 2026 Roadrunner make a bold first impression? Starting at the front, you're greeted with a wide, menacing grille that pays homage to the original Roadrunner's aggressive stance. The twin-square LED headlights give it a modern, piercing look like it's ready to devour the road ahead. The iconic hood scoop is back, but it's been sleekly redesigned for better aerodynamics, channeling air straight to the engine while screaming retro muscle car vibes. The front fascia strikes a perfect balance between classic Plymouth DNA and contemporary flair, with sharp lines and a low profile that make it look like it's crouching, ready to pounce. You can't help but feel the nostalgia, but it's clear this is no relic. It's a modern machine built for today's roads. Moving to the side, the Roadrunner's muscular silhouette is pure eye candy. The sculpted bodywork flows seamlessly, with smooth curves and a semi-fastback roofline that echoes the 1968 to 1970 models. The 20-inch alloy wheels fill out the wheel wells perfectly, giving it a planted, athletic stance. You'll notice subtle nods to the past, like the iconic Roadrunner decals, but they're tastefully integrated so they don't feel overdone. The side windows taper elegantly, enhancing the car's aerodynamic profile while keeping that unmistakable retro shape. Whether you're cruising through town or parked at a car show, this profile demands attention. It's bold without being flashy, and every angle tells a story of power and heritage. Now, let's swing around to the back. The rear of the 2026 Roadrunner is just as striking, with sleek LED taillights that give a modern twist to the classic design. A subtle spoiler adds a sporty touch without overpowering the look, and the dual exhaust tips let everyone know this car means business. The prominent Roadrunner badge sits proudly, tying the whole design together. Some enthusiasts have pointed out that the rear has a hint of Dodge influence, maybe a nod to the Charger, but it still feels distinctly Plymouth. The overall design is cohesive, aggressive, and perfectly balanced. Every inch of this car looks like it's ready to tear up. The pavement dot stepping inside the 2026 Roadrunner's interior is where classic meets high-tech luxury. The cabin is driver-focused, with a cockpit-like layout that puts everything within easy reach. The seats are wrapped in premium leather with contrast stitching, offering deep bolstering for those spirited drives. You feel hugged by the seat, ready to tackle corners or burn rubber. The dashboard is dominated by a large, high-resolution touchscreen that handles everything from navigation to the premium sound system, complete with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for seamless connectivity. A digital instrument cluster replaces the old-school analog gauges, but there's a retro-inspired design to the display that keeps the Roadrunner's heritage alive. You'll also find Alcantara accents and a perfectly shaped steering wheel that feels great in your hands. What really stands out is how the interior balances raw muscle car energy with modern comfort. It's not just a car for weekend cruises. It's practical enough for daily driving. There's decent space in the back for passengers, though let's be honest, this is a muscle car, so the rear seats are more for short trips than long hauls. Cargo space is adequate for a car of this type, with enough room for a couple of duffel bags or groceries. Safety hasn't been ignored either. You've got a full suite of driver assistance features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, assist, and automatic emergency braking, all working quietly in the background so you can focus on the drive. It's a cabin that feels both thrilling and refined, a rare combo in the muscle car world. Now, let's talk about what makes the Roadrunner truly roar its performance. Under the hood, the 2026 model comes with a couple of powertrain options, but the star of the show is the supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8, pumping out an insane 720 horsepower and 707 pounds-ft of torque. If that's too much for you, the base model offers a 5.7-liter V8 with 400 horsepower, which is still plenty to get your heart racing. The top-tier engine can rocket this beast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds, with a top speed pushing past 200 miles per hour. Pair that with an 8-speed automatic transmission or a 6-speed manual for purists, and you've got a car that's as engaging as it is fast. For the first time in Roadrunner history, there's an all-wheel drive option, ensuring all that power hits the pavement without drama. The advanced suspension keeps things planted, whether you're launching off the line or carving through corners. Handling is surprisingly sharp for a muscle car. The Roadrunner stays composed even when you're pushing it hard. Thanks to that all-wheel drive system and a finely tuned chassis, it's not just about straight-line speed. This car can hold its own on a twisty road, rivaling modern sports cars while still delivering that raw, visceral muscle car experience. Compared to its ancestors like the 1969 Roadrunner with its 426 HEM-I that hit 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds, this 2026 version is a massive leap forward, blending old-school grunt with cutting-edge engineering. Whether you're at a drag strip or cruising the highway, the Roadrunner delivers thrills that'll leave you grinning ear to ear. Let's get to the pricing, because a car this epic doesn't come cheap. The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner's base model with the 5.7-liter V8 starts around $55,000, which is competitive for a modern muscle car packing 400 horsepower. If you want the full experience with the supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi and all the bells and whistles, you're looking at a price closer to $85,000 or more, depending on options like premium interior packages or performance upgrades. For comparison, it's in the same ballpark as a loaded Dodge Challenger Hellcat or a high-end Ford Mustang GT 500. But the Roadrunner's blend of retro style and modern tech gives it a unique edge. Keep in mind, these are estimated prices based on current buzz, and final figures could shift when it hits dealers. Insurance won't be cheap either, given the performance, so factor that in if you're dreaming of owning one. For those thinking about jumping into the driver's seat, here are some suggestions. First, decide what you want from the Roadrunner. If you're all about straight-line speed and that classic muscle car feel, go for the top-tier Hemi with the manual transmission. It's a purist's dream. If you want a daily driver with muscle, Flair, the base V8 with all-wheel drive, is a great balance of power and practicality. Consider your budget carefully. The higher trims are tempting, but the base model still delivers serious performance for the price. Also, check out local car shows or dealer events to see it in person. The renders and videos don't do justice to its presence. One thing to watch. Some enthusiasts have noted the front grille leans a bit too much toward Dodge's design language. So, if you're a Plymouth purist, you might want to see how that sits with you. Lastly, if you're on the fence, test drive competitors like the Mustang or Camaro to make sure the Roadrunner's vibe is your perfect fit. As we wrap up, the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner is more than just a car, it's a love letter to muscle car fans, blending the raw, unapologetic spirit of the original with the tech and refinement of today. From its aggressive exterior that turns heads to its driver-focused interior that feels both nostalgic and futuristic, this car nails the balance between heritage and innovation. The performance is nothing short of exhilarating, with enough power to dominate the strip and enough poise to handle daily commutes. Sure, the price might make you think twice, but for what you're getting, a reborn icon that's ready to take on the modern muscle car world, it's hard to argue with the value. Whether you're a longtime Roadrunner fan or just love a car that roars with personality, the 2026 model is a must-see. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner. If you're as excited as I am, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what you think about this modern muscle masterpiece. Would you go for the Hemi or the base V8? Manual or automatic? Let's get the conversation going. Until next time, keep the pedal down and the vibes high. See you on the road.